times are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling
Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
with the time and it obvious. No help for the weak, but the strong. Plenty here, boy, for all of us. Now bring out the drums and the...
A live look there at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. This weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And here we go from Miami. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. And stick with Achane. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. From the gun, Goff. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead right away.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Going with a screen to Hampton. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Jack Jones making that tackle.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Herbert now to throw on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Fields this one at the 3. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Looking quickly here.
17 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Off play action, Goff. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Goff to the air now. Here's a screen for Achane. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
80. Hey, 5. We go. 76. 76. Shell.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long.
76. 76. Super. Shell. Shell. Super 66. Value 1. 5. 5. 5. 5.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's Hampton, open the drive. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
It's Hampton on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play.
Herbert from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Chargers first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Chargers first down.
Shotgun give to Hampton. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. And no look on his first look of the game, and things look tougher now with third and long. Air it out on third. Into the hands of Ganson. To the house. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Deontay Hardy to return. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
I remember these feelings running on the field after a great return like that, Kate. It almost feels like stepping into a batter's box with runners on base. So much of the work has been done ahead of you. Now you got to go deliver.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10.
Four now. By 20.
It's Achane on the inside give. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Dolphins have first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. Caught near the goal line. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins would take the lead with a score. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Another for Achane. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. He'll begin his return from the 11. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
21.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And the floater falls to the deck.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. He's throwing deep to the left side. And it's picked off, but, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the second. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, Herbert. Throws caught. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Herbert to throw once more. Jump off caught by his back. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
McConkey's got it on the sideline. They get 22 on that one. And the Chargers will have a first.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
76, tell him. 80. Now you won. Listen.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's set out. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Only one play in, Brock, in this drive already at midfield. On first down, it's Goff. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Incomplete pass. Here comes 2nd and 10.
Louis. 180.
From the gun, Goff. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd down coming up. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've...
And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead just before halftime. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. He's hit off with his aim, but that point after is good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
One last play before the break.
Obama. What? Horrible. 180. What?
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half.
We go tonight. 120. Hey, Shell.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Set. 59.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Dumps it off to his running back. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Play action now for Herbert. That's low and bounces short of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Finds his back, Achane. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to go. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact,
has a hole left, room to run. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins push their lead further to start the half. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away. This is taken in at the 13. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down. It's a gain of 20.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. Into the hands of Gaston, complete. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. That was Kenneth Grant moving in to make that stop.
we give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, gone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Zone read, they hand it to Achane. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Gone. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
A 37-yard attempt.
Sanders sends it through, and that makes this a 3-score game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
If you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. This is cut downfield by Rice. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Running left. Here's Achan. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Cut. 180. Cut.
Achan again. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there.
2 for 60. 4 down. Like 20. Cut.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's trying to push the field. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Running for it, it's Achan. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Dolphins keep adding to that 4th-quarter lead. Devon Achan with the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins make it a 24-point ball game.
Chargers, 14. Jason Sanders.
Sanders all set to send it away. Has it at the 11. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete here to Hinton. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they send him out of bounds. He gets this to the opposing 45. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Herbert from the gun. Brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide, wide open.
Chased out to his right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the 1st.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Hits his running back. And these guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Off to the air now. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
From the red zone on first. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Third and goal. Here's Herbert. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Chargers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. No doubt looking for a moral victory here in lieu of one on the scoreboard, Brock. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
First down, they're going to start out with Achan. He's got room to roam. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That one nabs him 33 yards, and a new set of downs, too.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. So it'll be second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins put up even more points in a win. Devon Achan with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Sanders all set to send it away. Not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert with a blitz coming. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory.
First down, Chargers.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Catch made. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
At the 45-yard line.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Fits it through the middle. It's inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
They send the tight end in motion. It's Herbert once more. And he is going to get in. That's going to cut a couple more off of that lead.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Dolphins get on that football. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
They're going to pass it here. On him quick, and they bring it down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Toss play left, H-in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, help. A whole name means protector, shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly I can walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shock them like real product. Creep with baddies and sequence dresses who high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? My name.
DNA King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up to shows booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30